how men will express their love. How can you tell if this guy loves you or not? Hello ladies and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Alex Cormont and I'm your French relationship expert. I wanted to do this video because I've seen so many people in coaching, men and women, that were stressed to understand each other. They didn't know how they can love each other, how they can build a great relationship because they felt that they were not talking the same language. So I started to be a relationship expert in 2007 in France, in Paris. And you know, I worked a lot with men and I worked a lot with women. And one day I remember this day like it was yesterday. I went back to my apartment. I was living with my best friend at this time. And I told him, his name is Cedric. I told him, Cedric, I have something very important to tell you. I discovered the perfect formula for love. And he was like, oh, tell me, Alex, I want to hear about it. And I repeated this sentence that I repeat almost in every single coaching. We love people the way we want to be loved. We love people the way we want to be loved. And so the more I was explaining this to him, he just cut me. He was just like, Alex, I have to tell you something. I tell him, what? You have to read the book from Gary Chapman. So Gary Chapman is a very famous matrimonial advisor, I would say, someone that helped people stay together. And he wrote this famous book, The 5 Love Languages. And when I first started to be a relationship expert, I told myself, I will never read books about love and relationship because I don't want to be influenced. And that's why I love to do videos, and that's why when I read your comments and when you send me testimonials, you're telling me that I'm different because I'm not telling you what I want to tell you. I'm not telling you what I learned from school. No, I am telling you what I learned from the field. I am telling you exactly what I see every single day. So I told Cedric, my friend, I told him, you know what, I don't want to read this book. He said, no, you have to. And finally, when I read the 5 love languages, I understood why. Because what I thought that I discovered, Gary Chapman knew it before me. Yeah, I have to be honest with you and with him. So basically what's going on here? Because the goal is to understand how men will express their love. When we read the book of Gary Chapman, there is 5 love languages. So there is the gift, the physical touch, the words of affirmation, the act of service, and the last one will be the quality time. So these 5 love languages are basically the best ways to love someone and the different ways to love someone. When I realized that, I understood why there is so much difference, not just between men and women, but why there is so much difference in any relationship. For example, me personally, I am really focusing on act of service. This is what I do. This is how I show up for people. This is how I show that I love someone. And so I was doing a lot of act of services because I wanted some in return, because this is my love language. But if you ask my wife, her love language will be quality time. So I can do everything for her. If I continue to touch my phone when I'm spending time with her, she will not be happy. Even if I try everything in my own world. So I'm doing this video just to tell you that you love guys or you love men the way you want to be loved. And this is the same thing for them. So if you want to know, how can I be sure that he loves me? How men will express their love? Usually it will be with gift and act of service. Not 100% of men, of course, but most of the men. The act of service is number 1 with us. And if you look at the idea on how does he show that he loves you, how does he show that you're important to him, even if it's not your love language, you can basically determine if this guy really loves you. So, to answer the famous question, how men would express love. Number 1, it is very difficult for us to express verbally. And the reason why is because since we were a child, since we were very little, basically everyone told us, you cannot express your emotions. You will be weak if you do that. Or people will tell you you cannot cry. You're a man, you're a boy, you can't cry. It's not okay with it. And if you look at basically the way little girls will interact together and boys will interact together, it's completely different. And we know that. And that's why today it is very difficult for us to express our love, our feelings. So usually we will do actions. That's why I love to say, if you want to know if your guy loves you, look at his actions. Look at the consistency of his actions. And you will be able to understand if he really loves you, if he really cares about you, if he really wants to be with you, if he really wants to step up, or if he's just here to play you and not give you attention, which would be a disaster for us, and it's something that we will have to change. I am not doing this to excuse men, okay? I'm not saying that so you can find a lot of excuses for this guy when he's doing nothing for you. Let's be truly honest here. I've coached so many women. 50% of the time, you don't understand that this guy loves you, but he's just expressing his love on another way. And so that's difficult, and I understand, and I can help you. For the other 50% of relationship, the problem that we have is that these guys are just doing nothing. And you're trying to find excuses, you're trying to understand their behavior, you're trying to, I don't know, basically find them some, reasons for why they will not be proactive, because you're scared to lose them. If you are in this position, you need to be truly honest with yourself. This is not love. This is being codependent. This is always forgetting about yourself. This is giving too much. It's not where we want to go. But there is another thing that I want to tell you. It is possible to change this situation. The thing is that you will have to forget about how men express love, and you will have to focus on how can I become a challenge. And if you don't know about that, I will include a free training in the description box right below. You can click on it and I will teach you. It's a video that will last 20 minutes. I teach you how to be a challenge, how to make men consider you and give you value and wants to be with you, because this is what you deserve. So don't stay in a position where you suffer. Don't stay in a position where you're always giving too much. You want to receive, and I know that, but you also want to make sure that you will understand this guy. Ask yourself, what is your love language? What is his love language? Leave me a comment just right below, and I can be there to tell you what I think. I can be there with the team to show you that it is possible to be happy in your love life. You just have to smash the like button. You just have to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Yes, I want you to join this amazing community of women from all over the world. This is just so good to have you here. And if you want to go further, come on FrenchRelationshipExpert.com. There is Coach Isabel, Coach Andres, myself. You know us if you are watching the videos. We are just here for you, and we want to give you our best. So I will see you soon, okay, ladies?